When you start looking for a reliable web hosting provider, you quickly realize that the internet is full of options. Some promise extremely low prices, others advertise lightning-fast speeds, and many claim to offer the best customer support in the industry. But when it comes to actually choosing a hosting company that can power your website smoothly, securely, and reliably, the decision becomes much more important than just picking the cheapest plan available. After all, your hosting provider is the foundation of your entire online presence. If your hosting fails, your website fails. That is why in today's video we are taking a deep and detailed look at InMotion Hosting, one of the most established names in the web hosting industry. In this comprehensive review, we will explore everything you need to know about this company, including its background, its hosting features, performance capabilities, reliability, and the overall experience you can expect as a customer. By the end of this review, you should have a clear understanding of whether InMotion Hosting is the right choice for your website or online business. To begin with, it is important to understand the history and reputation of the company behind the service. InMotion Hosting has been operating in the web hosting industry for more than 2 decades, which already places it in a category of providers that have survived long enough to build a strong reputation. The company was founded in 2001 and has steadily grown into a globally recognized hosting provider trusted by thousands of businesses, bloggers, developers, and entrepreneurs. Unlike many newer hosting companies that appear overnight and disappear just as quickly, InMotion Hosting has demonstrated long-term stability and a commitment to improving its infrastructure and services over time. The company operates multiple data centers and focuses heavily on providing reliable hosting solutions for small to medium-sized businesses, professional bloggers, and e-commerce websites that require consistent performance and dependable uptime. What makes their story interesting is that they have always positioned themselves as a customer-focused hosting provider rather than simply a budget hosting option. Their philosophy centers around providing powerful hosting technology combined with strong technical support, which is something many website owners value when managing an online project. Another aspect that helps establish trust in a hosting provider is its infrastructure and the technology it uses behind the scenes. InMotion Hosting operates data centers in the United States and invests significantly in maintaining high-quality server hardware and network connectivity. Modern websites require far more than just a basic server to function properly. They require optimized storage systems, reliable networking equipment, and efficient software configurations that ensure fast loading times and stable performance even when traffic increases. InMotion Hosting has addressed these needs by implementing SSD storage across most of its hosting plans, which significantly improves website speed compared to traditional hard drives. SSD technology allows data to be accessed much faster, meaning websites hosted on SSD servers typically load more quickly for visitors. In addition to this, the company uses advanced caching systems and optimized server configurations that are specifically designed to handle content management systems like WordPress, which remains the most widely used website platform in the world. For website owners who rely on WordPress, these optimizations can make a noticeable difference in performance. Speaking of WordPress, one of the reasons many users consider InMotion Hosting is its strong support for WordPress hosting environments. WordPress powers a huge portion of the internet, and hosting companies that provide optimized environments for WordPress websites often attract a large user base. InMotion Hosting offers specialized WordPress hosting plans that include features like automatic updates, enhanced security configurations, pre-installed WordPress environments, and performance optimization tools. These features simplify the process of launching and maintaining a WordPress website, especially for beginners who may not have advanced technical knowledge. Instead of manually installing software or configuring server settings, users can start building their website almost immediately after signing up. For more advanced users such as developers and designers, the platform also supports tools like staging environments, developer-friendly configurations, and compatibility with many popular plugins and frameworks. Beyond WordPress hosting, InMotion Hosting offers a wide variety of hosting services designed to meet different types of needs. For beginners who are launching their first website, shared hosting plans provide an affordable entry point. Shared hosting means multiple websites are hosted on the same server, which helps keep costs lower while still offering sufficient performance for smaller projects such as personal blogs, portfolio websites, or small business pages. These plans typically include features like free website migration, free SSL certificates, unlimited bandwidth, and easy-to-use control panels. The company also includes cPanel, which is one of the most popular hosting control panels available today. With cPanel, users can easily manage files, create email accounts, install software, and monitor website activity without needing advanced technical knowledge. As websites grow and begin to receive more traffic, many users eventually need more powerful hosting solutions. This is where InMotion Hosting's VPS hosting and dedicated server plans become important. VPS, or Virtual Private Server Hosting, provides a balance between affordability and performance by giving users dedicated resources within a virtualized server environment. This means your website has its own portion of server resources such as CPU power and RAM, which can significantly improve performance compared to shared hosting. InMotion Hosting's VPS plans are designed to support growing websites, online stores, and applications that require more consistent performance. For even larger projects, the company offers dedicated servers that give customers complete control over an entire physical server. Dedicated hosting is typically used by large businesses, high-traffic websites, and developers who require maximum customization and performance capabilities. Another interesting feature offered by InMotion Hosting is its focus on website migration and onboarding support. Moving a website from one hosting provider to another can often be a complicated process, especially for people who are not familiar with server configurations or file transfers. Recognizing this challenge, InMotion Hosting provides free website migration services for many of its plans. This means that if you are currently hosting your website somewhere else and decide to switch to InMotion Hosting, their technical team can handle the transfer process for you. This reduces the risk of downtime, data loss, or configuration errors that might occur during manual migrations. For many website owners, this service alone can be a significant advantage because it simplifies the transition to a new hosting platform. Security is another critical factor when evaluating any hosting provider, and InMotion Hosting places a strong emphasis on protecting customer websites from potential threats. The internet is constantly evolving, and cyber threats such as malware, hacking attempts, and distributed denial-of-service attacks have become increasingly common. To address these risks, InMotion Hosting includes several security features within its hosting environment. These typically include free SSL certificates, server-level security monitoring, automatic backups on certain plans, and protection against malware attacks. SSL certificates are especially important because they encrypt the data transferred between a website and its visitors, ensuring that sensitive information such as login credentials or payment details remains secure. Today, SSL encryption is not just a security feature but also an important ranking factor for search engines like Google. In addition to security, website performance is one of the most critical aspects that determines the success of any online project. Visitors expect websites to load quickly, and even a delay of a few seconds can lead to higher bounce rates and lost opportunities. InMotion Hosting addresses this issue by implementing several performance optimization technologies within its infrastructure. These include SSD storage, optimized server configurations, and advanced caching mechanisms that help websites deliver content more efficiently. Faster website performance not only improves user experience but also contributes to better search engine rankings, which is crucial for businesses that rely on organic traffic to attract customers. Of course, hosting features and technology are only part of the overall experience. Another major factor that determines whether a hosting provider is truly reliable is its uptime performance. Uptime refers to the percentage of time that a hosting server remains operational and accessible to visitors. Even the most powerful hosting features become meaningless if a website frequently goes offline. InMotion Hosting advertises a high uptime guarantee, which means they aim to keep their servers running consistently without interruptions. Reliable uptime ensures that your website remains accessible to visitors, customers, and search engines at all times, which is essential for maintaining credibility and generating revenue online. So far, we have explored the company's background, infrastructure, hosting features, and performance technology, all of which help explain why InMotion Hosting has maintained a strong presence in the web hosting industry for many years. However, these aspects represent only part of the complete picture. To truly understand whether this hosting provider lives up to its reputation, we still need to take a closer look at several additional factors, including real-world performance testing, customer support quality, pricing structure, advantages and disadvantages, and how InMotion Hosting compares with other popular hosting providers in the market. As we continue this in-depth review of InMotion Hosting, it is time to move beyond the basic overview of the company and take a closer look at the real-world experience that users can expect when hosting a website on this platform. While marketing claims and feature lists are important, what truly matters for website owners is how a hosting service performs in everyday situations. After all, a hosting provider must handle real visitors, real traffic spikes, and real technical challenges without slowing down or crashing. InMotion Hosting has built much of its reputation on performance reliability, and this is an area where the company has invested heavily over the years. One of the most significant performance advantages offered by InMotion Hosting is its use of solid-state drives, commonly known as SSD storage. Compared to traditional hard drives that rely on mechanical components, SSDs operate using flash memory, allowing them to retrieve and process data much faster. For websites, this translates directly into improved page loading speeds. Faster loading times are incredibly important in today's digital environment because internet users expect pages to load almost instantly. Studies have repeatedly shown that visitors tend to leave websites that take more than a few seconds to load, and slow websites can also negatively impact search engine rankings. Because of this, hosting companies that prioritize fast storage systems and optimized server configurations have a clear advantage. InMotion Hosting's use of SSD storage across its hosting plans helps ensure that websites load quickly, respond smoothly, and provide a positive experience for visitors. Another performance-related factor that plays a crucial role in web hosting is server resource allocation. When a website receives visitors, it consumes server resources such as CPU processing power, RAM memory, and network bandwidth. If these resources are limited or shared too heavily with other websites, performance can decline significantly. InMotion Hosting attempts to balance affordability and performance by offering different tiers of hosting services, each designed for different levels of website traffic and complexity. On shared hosting plans, multiple websites share the same server environment, which helps reduce costs while still providing enough resources for small to medium websites. However, for users who expect higher traffic volumes or run more demanding applications, the company provides VPS hosting options that allocate dedicated resources to each user. This ensures that your website's performance is not negatively affected by other websites on the same server. The virtualization technology used in VPS hosting creates a more isolated environment where each account operates with its own guaranteed share of CPU power, RAM, and storage capacity. For even more demanding projects such as large e-commerce stores, enterprise applications, or high-traffic content platforms, InMotion Hosting also offers dedicated servers. Dedicated hosting provides complete control over an entire physical server, allowing businesses to configure hardware and software exactly according to their needs. While performance and server resources are critical, reliability is equally important when choosing a hosting provider. Reliability in web hosting is usually measured by uptime, which refers to the amount of time a website remains accessible online. Even a short period of downtime can result in lost visitors, lost sales, and a negative impression of a business or brand. InMotion Hosting advertises a high uptime guarantee and maintains multiple data centers designed to support consistent service availability. These data centers are equipped with redundant power systems, advanced cooling technology, and high-speed network connections that ensure servers remain operational even during unexpected technical issues. Redundancy is an important concept in professional hosting infrastructure because it means that if one component fails, another backup system immediately takes over. This helps prevent service interruptions and keeps websites online. In addition to this, InMotion Hosting continuously monitors its servers to detect potential issues before they become serious problems. Proactive monitoring allows technical teams to address performance bottlenecks, hardware failures, or unusual network activity before customers even notice an issue. Of course, even the most reliable hosting infrastructure occasionally requires assistance from customer support, and this is another area where InMotion Hosting places a strong emphasis. Customer support can often make or break the hosting experience, especially for beginners who may not be familiar with server management or troubleshooting technical problems. InMotion Hosting offers multiple support channels, including live chat, phone support, and ticket-based assistance. This multi-channel support system ensures that customers can reach technical experts in whichever way is most convenient for them. Many hosting providers restrict phone support to higher-tier plans, but InMotion Hosting has historically been known for offering accessible support to a wide range of users. The support team is staffed with technicians who specialize in web hosting technologies, meaning they can assist with issues related to server configuration, website migration, email setup, domain management, and many other aspects of running a website. For users who prefer solving problems on their own, the company also provides an extensive knowledge base filled with tutorials, guides, and troubleshooting articles that explain how to perform common tasks. Another important element of customer experience is the ease of use provided by the hosting platform itself. A hosting service should not only be powerful but also simple enough for beginners to manage without confusion. InMotion Hosting addresses this need by offering a familiar control panel interface through cPanel, which remains one of the most widely used hosting management systems in the industry. cPanel allows users to control almost every aspect of their hosting account through a visual dashboard where they can upload files, create databases, install applications, manage domains, configure email accounts, and monitor server activity. For beginners who may feel overwhelmed by the technical side of website management, having a well-designed control panel simplifies many processes that would otherwise require complex commands or manual configuration. In addition to cPanel, InMotion Hosting also includes tools such as Softaculous, which allows users to install popular website applications with just a few clicks. This means that platforms like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, and many other content management systems can be installed quickly without requiring technical expertise. Pricing is another factor that plays a major role when choosing a hosting provider. Many people searching for hosting services are working within a limited budget, especially when launching a new website or small business project. InMotion Hosting offers several pricing tiers depending on the type of hosting service and the level of resources required. Shared hosting plans are typically the most affordable and are designed for beginners or small websites that do not yet require advanced server resources. These plans often include features such as unlimited bandwidth, free domain registration for the first year, free SSL certificates, and marketing credits that can help promote a new website online. As users move up to VPS hosting or dedicated servers, the pricing naturally increases because these plans provide significantly more computing power and customization options. One thing to keep in mind with many hosting companies, including InMotion Hosting, is that promotional prices are often lower during the first billing period and may increase during renewal. This is a common practice in the hosting industry, so customers should always review the long-term pricing structure before committing to a plan. Another noteworthy aspect of InMotion Hosting's pricing model is its money-back guarantee. The company offers one of the longer refund periods in the hosting industry, which provides customers with an opportunity to test the service without significant risk. This type of guarantee is valuable because it allows users to evaluate performance, test website compatibility, and explore the platform before making a long-term commitment. If the hosting service does not meet expectations, customers can cancel within the refund period and receive their money back. Policies like this demonstrate a level of confidence from the company regarding the quality of its service. In addition to standard hosting plans, InMotion Hosting also provides specialized services that cater to specific types of users. For example, the company offers hosting solutions designed specifically for developers who require advanced control over server environments. These plans often include features such as SSH access, support for programming languages like Python and Ruby, Git integration, and the ability to create custom server configurations. For businesses that rely heavily on online stores, the platform also supports e-commerce frameworks and shopping cart systems, making it easier to build and manage online stores. At this point in the review, we have examined many of the key aspects that define the InMotion hosting experience, including performance, reliability, customer support, platform usability, and pricing structure. Each of these elements contributes to the overall value that the company provides to its customers. However, there are still several important factors left to explore before reaching a final conclusion. In the final part of this review, we will discuss the major advantages and disadvantages of InMotion hosting, compare it with other well-known hosting providers in the industry, and ultimately determine whether this platform truly stands out as one of the best hosting solutions available today. Now that we have explored the company's background, infrastructure, performance capabilities, pricing structure, and user experience, it is time to look at the overall advantages and disadvantages of InMotion hosting and evaluate how it compares with other popular hosting providers in the market. Every hosting service has its strengths and weaknesses, and understanding both sides of the equation is essential before making a final decision. One of the most significant advantages of InMotion hosting is its long-standing reputation in the industry. Having operated for more than 2 decades, the company has built a level of credibility that many newer hosting providers simply cannot match. Longevity in the hosting industry usually indicates that a company has successfully maintained reliable service, satisfied customers, and continuously upgraded its technology to stay competitive. This kind of stability is extremely valuable for website owners who want a hosting provider they can rely on for many years rather than switching companies repeatedly due to poor performance or lack of support.